Hey guys, Frank here. We're going to take a look at some knives today, and these are going to be more practical knives than they are tactical knives. I know a lot of times those of us who are in firearms and knives and prepping and stuff, we kind of get caught up in this, tactical world where everything has to be really high speed, low drag, and it's got to be just the greatest thing ever. Sometimes all we really need is just something that's practical, that has a good edge on it, that is good for preparing food, or maybe making a feather stick to start a fire. Just something practical that we can have with us. And we're going to take a look at some knives today that I think are really practical. They're not really anything you're going to carry to defend your life with, although they do have a good enough edge. I mean, if you had to use one, it would work. There's no problem there. But yeah, like I said, they're not these high speed, low drag instruments. They're just something that's really practical that'll get the job done. Generally lower price point. I mean, they're not going to break the bank. And I just picked another knife up that falls into this category. So I thought I would take a look at it along with some others that I already have. So hope you enjoy the video. Let's go ahead and get over to the tabletop. All right, here we are over on the tabletop. And the first knife we're going to look at is the Mora knife. This is a straight knife. It's not a folder. Of course, they do make them in stainless, but this one's going to be the carbon steel version. And this is also the one that has the larger handle, gives you a little better grip. And as you see, because it is carbon steel, I went ahead and I blued the blade. That helps with rust resistance. But these things are razor sharp. I mean, they have good quality steel. Price point's not bad. You can look them up. They got them on Amazon, eBay. They got them all over the place. But these are really, really good practical knives. It's got a plastic scabbard, so I mean it's not going to rot on you like leather or something would. Has an area here where you can put a button, plus it has a clip. And this is just a very, very practical, not tactical knife. For around campsite or whatever, it's hard to beat that knife. It's a real good, inexpensive knife that you can get a lot of use out of. Now, second one we're going to look at is going to be the Opinel. And this is, if I can zoom in here, this is the number 9. Of course, number 8s are generally the ones you'll find. For me, the number 9 is kind of the sweet spot as far as size. And this does have the twist lock. It's kind of a different style lock. I did cut this down so you can get into the nail nick a little better. Once again, I did blue the blade. We can see the marks on here. And this is carbon steel, razor sharp. If I had to pick one knife in my collection that was probably the sharpest, it would be this one, or possibly the Spyderco, the Manix 2 that I have. That one is S90V steel. This is just a good high carbon steel. Of course, you see how that locks. You just twist it, it unlocks. Twist it back, it locks. Very basic. I mean, close it, twist it to lock your blade in. A lot of people will call these peasant knives because poorer people can afford these. These don't run very much. I mean, they're like probably in the mid $15 range. And you can find these a lot of different places. Probably one of the premier camp knives, and you've seen this featured before, is going to be the Ontario, and it's the Rat 1. And this one is in D2 steel. And this is a nice knife. And of course the RAT stands for Randall Adventure Training. They have a training school where they go out and learn bushcraft and stuff. This has that real nice sweep of a blade. It is flat ground, so it makes a real good slicer. If you need to, do some work cutting up vegetables or meat or something around camp, getting ready for dinner. Perfect knife. Size is not bad. again, it's not really a tactical knife. It's not something you're going to deploy quick and, go fight with or something. It's just a good practical knife to use around a campsite, use when you're out hunting or hiking. And I mean, I really love this knife. I mean, you can see the wear on the clip. I've carried this knife quite a bit. Very, very good knife. The D2 models, if I remember right, are more like 35, 40 bucks. They may have gone up in price. When I got this, though, I think it was like right around $40. Really nice knife, especially with the D2 steel. Next, we're going to look at my new acquisition, and it's going to be this guy right here. And you can see, again, not a real fast operator to open, but this is made by Camillus. I know a lot of people pronounce it Camillus, same difference. Hollow ground, nice 3.5-inch blade. If we can zoom in here, see if we can get it to focus. You can see it's 12C27. It's a Sandvik steel, so it's a Swedish steel. So this thing has a real nice edge. I did some work on it, got it to where it's really good and sharp. Micarta handles. Of course, it's got your more traditional back action lock, kind of like your buck knives and what have you. Nice smaller pocket clip. I like that pocket clip, especially the way they put the little knife in there. It makes it look kind of cool. And you can reverse it, so if you're a lefty, you can carry it. I don't know if they forgot to put an extra screw in here or not, but if you reverse it, you can always use these screws. But this compares real favorably to the Rat Model 1 as far as size of the blade and everything. It is a bit thicker, a little bit thicker blade. It's a wider blade. And like I said, this is hollow ground versus flat ground. But yeah, this is going to be a real good camp knife, good heavy duty knife. I mean, if you need to skin, there's enough belly in the blade you can skin with it. Got a little bit of jimping on the back, nothing to write home about, but not too bad. Price point on these right now is around $40 range. And we can go ahead and open this one too, so you can kind of compare them side by side here. And this will have the thinner blade, and it's a flat ground, but like I said, this guy right here is just razor sharp. So if you wanted something just based on sharpness, that would be a really good choice. So yeah, we can take a look at the specs on this new guy here too. Got the packaging, and they do say it's a titanium bonded knife. Not sure what that means. I guess they put titanium in the metal somehow, but they call it the Bushcrafter. You can see some of the specs here. But yeah, it's a nice knife. A little heavier duty, I think, than this, especially because this is a liner lock. This is going to be your back action, so you're going to have a more of a lock than you do with the liner. And then, of course, if you want to go without a lock, like I said, these Mora knives right here, they're hard to beat, real hard to beat. But just like my old revolver here, I carry for everyday carry. It's a practical gun. It's not tactical. I wouldn't take it into combat. But for just practical everyday use, it works great. I think these knives here, for just something that works, it's hard to go wrong. Opinel's real nice, inexpensive, sharp. This Camillus, real nice looking micarta handle. 12C27 steel. And then you got your, your Rat Model 1s with the D2. All these would serve you well if you're looking for just a practical knife for everyday carry that, you can use on the job site, hiking, camping, what have you. So that's just a quick look at some practical blades here. So hope you found this interesting, and I'm going to try to get some more content out. I know I've been kind of neglecting content. But with the holidays and everything, going crazy at work, it's been kind of hard to get anything out. So hopefully we'll get some more videos coming out soon. So like I always say, either we stand up for our rights or we can sit by and watch them go away. Y'all have an awesome rest of the day. We'll talk to you later. Tennessee Frank out of here.